Hey everyone, so now we're going to talk about how to add some of these details. So at this point you've watched some of those videos on how to, all those different techniques, but how do you actually apply them to your mask? So this is the video of how we actually do that. So I'm going to start making these rows of crops that represent kind of the hair of my person, and I'm going to show you a really easy way to do that. So let's go ahead and go to our artwork. So I have my mask. Again, my mask is still flat. And I am going to make hair for it. So sometimes it's very difficult to actually guess what size your object is. So all I'm doing right now is I'm actually just tracing it. So again, I make sure this is the back side that I have facing up. So it's okay that I just got some marker on there. And I'm just going to trace where that eye hole goes, right there. So this gives me the exact shape of that top of the head. So what I know now is that if I want the hair to go onto the side of the head, I have to make it big enough. So let's watch and see what I mean by this. Okay, so I'm going to cut this part out. Since it's hair, I don't want the hair to go down to the eyes. So I'm going to cut that part off, put it in the scrap pile, and then I'm looking at it and going, okay. So where do I want the hair to end on my mask? Well, I want it to end about here and curve around. So I'm going to sketch out that idea. I can put my drawing right next to me, and I want that hair all the way around. And if I wanted to fold this in half and make it symmetrical, I can do that, make my life easy. And then I want it to come around onto the sides. So right where those ears would be. The hair is going to go over to the ears. All right. Excuse me. So again, if I want it to be symmetrical, that hairline, I'm just going to fold my paper just like this. And I'm going to cut on that line that I created. If you aren't worried about symmetrical, then you can just go ahead and cut it out. Now remember, this is the front side. This over here is the back side. Notice how it's a lot messier? This way you don't have to erase, you don't have to worry about all this. So when I grab this and this all together, the hair will fit just like that. So I'm happy with that. That looks good for me. Now I'm going to worry about those rows. So again, I'm just going to fold my paper in half. I'm going to sketch out what I want those rows to look like. And then I'm going to cut them together so I don't have to keep redoing it. So I'm literally just going to sketch, and I'd keep making that as the hair, that row of crops. And again, this will be the back side since it has all the markers, and the front side will be the side that doesn't have any marks. So I'm going to keep doing that. Obviously, I would do it all the way around so it fills that paper. I'm utilizing all the paper. I go almost to the edge. And then, if I want to, I could even label this, like this is the first one, second one, third one, fourth one, so that when I start cutting this out, especially if you have a lot of little pieces, it's really helpful to do that. And then I'm just going to keep the paper folded, and I'm just going to cut it out. And as I cut, I'm going to glue. So I'm going to cut this out. Grab my mask, open this up, and then I'd glue. And then I'd take my next one, so this way I don't lose anything, cut out my next one. Notice how I use the length of my scissors and I turn my paper. I keep my scissors straight. I don't actually move my scissors. I more so move my paper. Flip it upside down, flip it upside down, and see how much cleaner that looks. All right, so that's a pretty easy introduction to how to make your details and actually utilize the size of your mask. All right, people, last thing I want to remind you, if you're making multiples of something, fold your paper with however many times. You can't fold more than 7 times because paper doesn't work like that. But like if you're making like 4 of an object, fold your paper in half 4 times and then cut it once. It saves you time. Other things. Notice how I put, when I cut out the hair part from the screen sheet of paper, that I started at the top. I didn't start in the middle of my paper. You have a limited amount of paper with you, you know, so make sure that you are utilizing as like you're using the top of the paper and you're not just going smack dab in the middle. So if you just need something small, just use a corner piece. You just need something, you know, if you need something larger, this way you've left yourself a larger piece of paper. All right, everyone, I hope you found this helpful. Have a good day.